Is there an explanation for why both pop and pops are used to mean father, singular? Both the Oxford English Dictionary and Merriam-Webster give the definition of pop, singular, to mean father in an informal manner and give pops to be the plural form of pop, thus fathers. If I am not mistaken, however, many Americans seem to use pops in a singular sense to call their own fathers. I only found 2 online sources that support what I heard, but I am curious if people on this forum can share more information. Father, dictionary.com. This link for Wiktionary has an article about father with the title Dad? Pops? Father. Why are there so many names for the same person? This source simply defines pops as father, singular.
According to the OED, the S in pops is a shortened form of the hypocoristic dim. Suffix "I", added to the same classes of words, as babs, toots, ducks, moms. Also, the earliest citation in the OED for pops is from 1893. Yes, Libby, while you have been gallivanting around Europe getting your education, your old pops has been pegging away until he has grown rich as mud. Puck, NY. In comparison, according to this answer, toots is first attested in 1891.
Pop seems to have originated as a variant form of pop, which is itself a clipped and altered form of the longer papa. In English, a number of informal clippings have an S suffix to them. I'm not sure exactly why, but this S does not indicate that they are plural nouns. Examples. Totes is lower than totally, discussed in this language log post. Totes, where commenters also mention adorbs, is lower than adorable. Preggers is lower than pregnant and terps is lower than turpentine, mentioned in clipping from the word formation, word class, stylistic/register, semantic and translational perspectives, by Richard Scala, 2006. The Oxford English Dictionary entry for pops indicates that it is formed from the clipping pop combined with a suffix s that it says is a shortened form of the hypocoristic dim. Suffix "si" suffix, added to the same classes of words, as babs, toots, ducks, see duck n.13c, moms. I wasn't familiar with the referenced singular use of moms, but the OED entry for that word provides some examples that are similar to the use of pops. In Quat. 1976, addressed ironically to a man. 1925 W. Faulkner Let. 20th of February in Thinking of Home, 1992, 185 What's the trouble, moms? I know something is wrong from your last letter. 1946 M. Mesro and Amp, B. Wolf Really Blues 47 Moms always used to make sugar sandwiches for me when I was a kid. 1976 N. Thornburg Cutter and Amp, Bone 11. 260 Now, don't you fret, moms, he said. 1992 premiere January 101 Because of him and my moms, Jacqueline, I was introduced to the arts at a very young age.
Author William Safire, in a New York Times article, suggests that the use of the final S in terms like pop and mom probably adds a connotation of detached intimacy to those familiar terms. What has become of mommy and daddy, and mom and dad? Asks Isabel Bradley, an irate mother from Birdsboro, Pa. We are becoming a nation of moms and pops. I have been wondering for some time why my teenage children have been calling me Pops, which is the name of an orchestra in Boston. My suspicion is that the addition of an S to either mom or pop connotes an irreverent affection, or detached intimacy, that enables a young person to address a parent in a manner familial yet cool. Mama and papa, the endearments of earlier generations, are becoming rare. They recall immigrant days, or our parents' recollections of their parents. Ma is used occasionally, pa rarely. Like dad, from Dada, papa is rooted in baby talk, and led to an 1838 citation for pop, meaning father. Nowadays, pop, when capitalized and used as the name for someone who is not your father, refers to a likable geezer or the grizzled night watchman. The declension of filial address begins with a breezy "how's it goin', pops?" to a more respectful "about my allowance, dad," to a resigned and resentful "yes, father." Going back up the scale, it is "thank you, mother, I can do it myself" to "mom, can you come over and babysit?" To "see ya, moms." If you are disconcerted by the addition of s to mom and pop, try answering by calling your son sons or your daughter daughters. If they seem puzzled, tell them it's the new middle-aged lingo.
It's just linguistic variation. There's no difference in meaning just by definition. Tomato, I'd say. Linguistically speaking, humans have a tendency to add consonants to letters to the ends of words. Weird jargon. I've seen some reserved pops for older folks, though.
Pops is slightly disrespectful. It is often used not only for one's own father, but for men who are old enough to be one's father or grandfather. Hand over your wallet, Pops.